Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I feel like taking a mini break from life and just sitting at my machine and making some crumb blocks. But first, I'm going to show you the blocks I finished after the last Crumb Chat video. They're really cool. They're on eBay right now, starting at a penny with free shipping. You get 6 of them, free shipping for USA. Outside USA you can bid, but you have to pay the shipping. I don't remember if I had like any kind of a plan with these, or maybe I was just using, trying to use up, I think, beginnings that I had made a long time ago. I think that's all I was aiming for. And I really like them. They're 5 inches-ish. I just like to call everything scrappy now, so I'm not forced to be perfect. There'll be a little slideshow at the end of this video showing them up close. Obviously, you can see the pictures. I don't think I'm doing a slideshow at the end of these videos. I can't remember. You can see close-ups on the eBay listing, and the link for that is in the description of this video, or you can always find my links on darlenemisho.com. It's my blog. So that's what I completed after the last video. I just love this ongoing little thing that I've got here. Oh, and if you're watching this when I upload it, I think there's still 1 day left of the previous blocks that I had up for grabs. So this set of 6 blocks, I did a little ripped strip rag quilt, a mini rag quilt. You'll see that on my eBay if you're watching in real time. If you're watching in the future, then this stuff will be gone. Anyway, I used this print, and I have some scraps. I have this as a little scrap, and then I have 2 pieces like this that are kind of big. So I'm going to use some of this in the quilt blocks that I make today. Each block will have at least 1 piece like this. Now, it's got the ripped edge, so I will, go in deeper, you know what I mean? So I'll trim all that off, so don't worry about the strength of the fabric. All is going to be good. I thought I had another strippy piece. Wait, I have to find it. Where is it? Hang on. Look, we can't leave this out. Look at that. I don't know, that might go in 2 different blocks. And then other than that, I just pulled out this. I kind of like this in there. And I like purple in there. But of course, I'll also be using all kinds of pieces and probably some pieces that are already made just to get me started. I've got a lot of things like this in my boxes. And I have the iron right next to me. So let's just get started. But before we do, run on over to eBay and bid on the blocks that I'm putting up today if you want, and go check out the other things, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start rotating my crumbs. These are things that I kind of worked on during the past couple of videos. They're pieces that were already put together from the past, but there's also new pieces that are the trimmings from the blocks I've already made that have been on auction. So these are nice, and I need to use them up. I also need to use up stuff out of those boxes that I've showed you a few times. Now, the purple, the black came out of those boxes. It's not very much, it's not making a dent. But I just went in and I grabbed some beginning pieces like this. It looks like a little sailboat almost. That I think I just showed you. I pressed it. And then I even found this, a strip that had things attached. So I just pressed it. And I'm going to, cut those. And so I'm going to try to use as much as I can of these new things. And we are going to get this done. So I just love this so much. Scissors, I still don't know. I don't know where anything is. I'm not used to my new setup. Now, something like this, I do want to sit and sort. Maybe I could do that in a video, just sit and sort. I like the name of that series. And because, like I said, I'm going to just show you again. I've got boxes with all kinds of stuff like this. And there's, various levels of crumbs in there. There's things like this we could call that fetus crumb block. And then, you know, we have some that are just babies, you know, they're just a little bit bigger, whatever. This would be baby. A 3-piece could be baby. 2 pieces fetus. I don't know. And I'd like to have, you know, just things separated so that I know I have a bunch of things that are maybe like 3 to 5 pieces in, you know, in already sewn together. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I really would like to do that because that would be called organizing. But there. And then, of course, I started selling scraps now. So I will be selling crumbs. But instead of just selling crumbs, I'd like to, you know, have batches of things like this. And it really gives somebody, you know, a nice piece to continue on. Even diagonals, because some don't know how to really do that. They're afraid to cut on the diagonal. So with a diagonal like that, you know, I would just say put a piece and start there and then open it. You know, it's just, oh my God, it's so fun. So let's look for that. But so far, the things that I have put as scraps in my bulk sale, they sell in my bulk sale. I don't know if anybody else is ever going to see scraps from me because they sell out there. I'm going to iron this stuff, and I will be using this. I don't know if I'll be using, I almost thought of putting 2 of the cat pieces per block, but I really like, I don't know, just 1 each. We'll use those in another video for sure. And I also have this fabric for sale in my eBay store, so go check the eBay store, not just the auctions. I'm going to do some pressing. Okay, I'm just going to sew. Look, I didn't even press. I was so anxious. Just take a minute here. I would like each red piece to have at least the face of a cat. And so I don't know if I'm going to be using much of this strip. Why don't I start with this? Let me cut some of this. That way I can make sure that there's a cat face at least in all 6 pieces. Oh, look at this stuff. Oh, for the junk journaling. I do have some more videos coming up. I'm still having fun with fabric ribbon, although I don't have much time to do any of that. Okay, let's see. I don't want to do all red and black together. So let's do this. I'm going to start putting some of these. Let's just cut that at an angle. I would like a significant size red piece because I do want to see the cats. Okay, so like that. All right. Cool beans. I don't know which way, it's hard to know which way it's going to need to be cut, so I'm just going to go off since I have an angle there and I don't want to fuck up. Okay, see, I'm going to need to cut in this direction. I don't know how big I want that to be. Or I could go down. I'm going to, okay, I'm going to skip to about here and then do another piece. Let's do this piece right here. It's almost not as fun when it's something planned, but I like the idea of the kitty cats being in each piece. Just gonna hop off. So, let's see, I'm gonna go down to like, let's go down to like this. I'm just going to, no, I wasn't going to follow the angle, was I? I'm going to go like this. This is good. Okay. And then this is going to go we'll do that. Okay. So I got this and this to work on. We need to make sure we get the selvage in there. Now look, I do have this selvage too. All you need is love and a cat. I'm going to try to stick that in there. I'm just going to do different things each time. So always come back. Like in my next Crumb chat, you're going to be seeing these completed blocks with the cats, and you'll be able to bid on them at that time. I like that. It keeps you coming back, right? I hope. I hope that's what I accomplish. So I'm definitely going to put this in somewhere, and I'm going to put some of this in somewhere. And do I have, let's see. I'm going to just keep building right now because I have those two. What can I build this on? Maybe can I put that along? I'm going to do that. Okay. I don't want people to freak out over the weakened fabric, but I don't want to cut it all off because I don't want to lose much seam allowance here. Okay. I'm just going to sew down this. And since I'm sewing, I'm just going to fill the rest of this strip. Doesn't matter if it's stuff that's not even going in this. I just like to take advantage. Okay, that's going to be like that. I can put something tiny here. Oh, perfect. I'm going to straighten that out a little tiny bit. Makes me happy when I fill a strip. Okay, I pressed that open, that strip that I had going, and I have these pieces now. And again, this might not go, oh my God, this might not go in this particular batch. I don't know. But it will go in this bag of the stuff that I have been working on. Maybe I'll do one video of just trying to put all that stuff together. So let's see what else. I'm going to try to do a couple more of the cat there. This selvage, I want it on a piece that doesn't have this black. I'd like to cut it maybe into two. I don't know. I almost think I have to do that off camera because I don't want to screw it up. So I will do the selvages off camera, and then you can come back and see how that turned out. Let's see. I'm going to do some, let's work on this purple strip. And I might do top stitching on this joining to something else. See, I just grabbed something out of that bag. Look, we have baby fetus. Baby fetus can go right here like that. So I have lots of things going on now, and maybe I should stop so I can concentrate and not screw up. But let's see what we have so far. Just 1, 2, 3. I have 3 with big pieces. I have 1 with just the selvage. This can be cut, so that's going to actually be 2. Okay, I'm going to have to sign off now. I'm sorry, I wanted to chat more, but I really want to do this right because I want you guys to, you know, have one set of blocks where you can get a kitty cat in each block. And I've got these 2 big pieces that I can work with, and I think I'm going to sign off right now. So go check out the auction that is up now, and if you're watching this the day or night that I upload it, the other auction from the previous video is still up. I think it's right now it's like $17 and change for just 6 blocks. And then I have the Christmas patchwork quilt, which was very simple, but that's up there. Even if you want to win it just to use the fabric, you can cut the pieces apart and then use it any way you want. And I'm going to be coming back with the next Crumb chat because I love it so much. I'd love to do this once a week. I really would. All right, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Go check out the links in my description, and I'll be back with more soon. I want you to come back, see the kitty blocks. Bye.